I've been in your waters, been knocking at your door.
Bike never fails to fuck me up. Good morning, welcome to a weekly vlog. It is Sunday morning, so I'm about to head out the door for training, but I'm really excited to vlog this week because life's been really freaking good and I feel like I have lots of updates and it's just been really busy. So the next few weeks are going to be so hectic, so I thought I'd just vlog it to show you guys. It's looking a bit stormy out there. Important questions: is this banana too large to eat less than 30 minutes before starting our conditioning session? Great meal timing.
Hello, it is Editing Imi here. So training was solid. Me and Ella had a really good conditioning session together. We just took turns leading and trailing our reps, and I think we had either 200s or 300s, but I just remember it was a very, very solid session. I'm talking like it was a while ago because it was a while ago. I have not had a chance to do any editing or anything other than, you know, training, uni and everything in the last few weeks because I've just been in the middle of exams. So on this day after training, I swung past the beach because I've really been trying to make the most of living near the beach and using it for recovery. So I wanted to have a nice ocean swim because it's the best recovery, honestly. It makes you feel so alive and it's so just, it's just so good. You feel so alive and appreciating life when you dive into the ocean. And it was chilly but also really refreshing. How refreshed do you feel after swimming in the ocean? So I just had a nice swim with me, myself and I, and it was really beautiful, and I just made it before the rain started pissing down. So it was a really good swim. I did take the GoPro, so that was some GoPro footage because it's always fun GoProing in the ocean. And then after the beach, I headed home to have a really quick shower, so I did start storming down because my parents wanted to meet for brunch, brekkie brunch. So I was like, okay, I have to study and I have so much to do, but do you know what? Yes, of course I'm going to see you guys. This was a cute little fit I had. Is that top not like the cutest top? I never wear it, but it's so cute, so I can't get rid of it. So I was like, I need to just wear it. So I tried to like dry my hair, and this is literally this is how I dry my hair if I want it to dry faster because I don't have a hairdryer. And yeah, I grabbed my little jean bag, and then we went to Birdcage in Miranda because they have amazing fritters, and we got the good corn fritters, had a really cute little catch up with my parents, and then I had to get my nails done. I say had to because it was literally for a modelling job, so I kind of had to. They were really feral and really grown out, so I did that and was kind of stressed because I have so much to get done, but whatever, we got it done and it was a really nice little catch up. So that was Sunday morning, and smash that feed, love that.
Look at these three tiny little birds. They're so small and cute. Look at it. What? So cute.
Oh my gosh, I'm stuffed. I have to undo my shorts sitting down. Oh my gosh. I've had quite a busy morning. This morning's training session was cracker. I had adrenaline still left because I actually competed yesterday. I raced 400 meter hurdles for the first time in 5 years, and it was honestly amazing. Like, it felt so good to be out there and be healthy and be an athlete and be racing again. Oh my gosh, stop, they're so cute. Yeah, it felt so good to be out there and racing again, and I wish that I got my dad to come and like got someone to film it because I ended up running pretty okay for the first one back, and my coach and me wanted to watch a video after, but I was just too nervous to worry about getting it filmed and worry about any of that. So I'm just glad to be back out there and racing again, and I know like it's just I need more race experience, and like because I didn't get the qualifier, I just wanted to run a national qualifier, and she was like, don't expect it on your first run back, it's been so long. So happy that I was like out racing again, and I also just felt like, besides the ridiculous amount of anxiety and like adrenaline and like stress I felt, like now that it's done, I know I get nervous for races but not that nervous. Like now that I'm like back racing, it'll be so much more manageable. But I felt like my healthy self, like I felt strong and healthy, and I really well fueled. Like the whole day I was so focused on like good nutrition rather than like the whole week, like I just feel like I need to add that because it's something that a lot of people that have been following me would be thinking about as well. I really fueled properly and well, and I just cared so much more about how I felt and how strong I was and my performance rather than like how I looked. So I'm just, yeah, it's so good. Life is good because I'm healthy mentally and physically. And yeah, before I get into the day, little like health update in terms of like, I know heaps of people keep saying like, I get messages all the time like, have you got your period? Yeah, and stuff like that. I will be sharing that when it happens. I am going to have a freaking party when it happens. I haven't yet, but I know it's on its way. Like, I just know. Like, I know, and there's signs that I'm just like, damn, like, she's on her way. So this might be a bit TMI for people. If it is TMI for you, then like, that's really like, why? It's just natural. So much discharge. Like, I literally a few times have thought, oh my gosh, I think I just got my period, and I go and it's not my period, and I'm like, this is getting a little bit much. So I know it's coming. Yeah, anyway, aside from being healthy, which makes life so much better, I haven't done a weekly vlog for a little bit because it's just been, like, honestly, I have so much on this week that I'm stressed. So remembering to like vlog all of it as well, I'm like, it's just a lot. Last Sunday, I love Sundays. I did say in a vlog recently, that's my favorite day of the week. Now that I live closer to the beach, I've been trying to go to the beach for a swim, like a recovery ocean swim after training. I had the best Sunday last week. It was actually sunny. Like, I talk a lot about feeling so much guilt to not be being productive and working or studying. So I feel guilt to like go to the beach when I should be studying. But because I literally, the last couple of months, besides this weekend, because I was racing, and anyway, I've been spending like 6 to 8 hours on each day of the weekend studying. I was like, fuck it, life's too short. I actually felt more guilt to not go and enjoy the sun and go to the beach than to stop studying. So I took a study break both days of last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I went to the beach and it was so worth it, and I have no regrets. But on Sunday I went on the way home from training and had the best swim. It was just such a good swim. It was freezing, but I just felt great. Like, you know how being in the ocean makes you feel freaking amazing? I just love it. I lay in the sun for a bit and I was like, vibes, no regrets at all. And I did have a productive day because then I got home, smashed out so much uni work, did the washing, sorted out my life, and it was a great Sunday. So I love my Sundays. Still wanted to go for a swim today after training, even though the weather's not good, and it was kind of still awesome. So I love that for me. And then my parents wanted to meet up, we'll come and get brunch, and I was like, well, I'm not saying no to brunch, even though I literally am a bit stressed because I have so much work to do. But I was like, you know what, no, yes, no, yes. So we got brunch and it was a fee, and I had to get my nails done because I got cast in a commercial for an ASICS shoot, which is awesome, but my nails were like really grown out and like pink, so I was like, I need to just go get like a nude neutral color. They said either go like natural nails or like nude short, like not too much. I've got that sorted. I hope that's all good. I have a fitting this week, so I'll suss out if it's all good this week, and I really hope it is, because that, I honestly hate getting my nails done. Like, I love having my nails done, but the process of getting them done, I hate. I hate sitting there and waiting and not being able to do anything. I just don't find it relaxing. Like, I don't want that for me. I need to shut up so I can go home and smash through the uni workload. My hair is like drying because I quickly washed it when I got back.
Been knocking at your door. I know one thing for sure. So close before. You were truly my love, but it was over so fast. Just one thing to discover. It was never built to last.
My eyes are stinging. A little bit of an understatement to say I'm properly feeling cooked. I'm feeling cooked. I literally have just been smashing out studying for the last 6 hours. After the adrenaline of yesterday and just like a big week, I started to really feel it at the end of the training session today. Just really tired. But anyway, I'm having a dinner break. Yum. I will see you guys tomorrow.
It's one way or the other. No way in between. I ain't getting any younger.
Holy, hi, happy Monday. We haven't spoken yet on, I just finished my gym session and dying on the bike. I literally, actually no, I didn't just finish. I finished about 30 minutes ago, and then I had to walk the lactic off. Oh my gosh, my camera is dying. Let me just go home and get a new battery and then we can chat. Okay, hi. I swung past the track on the way home to drop off the hurdles that I had borrowed to use in my warm-up when I raced on the weekend. And now I'm home. Today was a busy day. I had work this morning, got there around 6:30, and then I had some clients. We had our work meeting, I ran a class. Then I went to the library to print some stuff and do some uni work for an hour or two. Then I came home and did another couple of hours of uni work. And then I had lunch break, and then I also had a banana and peanut butter, which I left sitting here, and now my whole room smells like a banana. That was my like little pre-training snack. And then I saw my dietitian before I did my gym session and had a really good catch up, really positive. As I said yesterday, things are just going really well health wise. I did a weight checkup last week because I saw her this arvo, and we try to keep the weight check-ins consistent and do it in the morning, so when I have an earlier gym session I do it then. And my weight is going really well. If you guys saw my 1 kilo weight gain vlog, from there I think I ended at 50, I don't even know, but I'm in the 53s now, so consistent, healthy, strong. And yeah, it was just really positive. The aim is still just to keep chipping away, trying to get a period back. And I said, as I said yesterday, I told her it is coming. Like, then I did my gym session. Yeah, usually on a Monday I have track, but I've shuffled around my training days a little bit on the weeks that I'm competing. So I competed Saturday, and if I ran today I would have run Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So like 4 days in a row is too much load on my foot. And then I'm also going to race this Saturday, I think. So yeah, it's just, I've just had to shuffle my training weeks around a little bit in comp season. Then I don't get a rest day as well because I usually take that on Saturday. So I'm going to do my rest day tomorrow, and then I do my gym and some cross training today. Instead of the usual track session that I have tonight, I'm done early, which is really nice because tomorrow's my early morning for work. So kind of love this new sketch. Yeah, so I had all my strength stuff and I felt really strong in all my lifts. I felt really good, and then I finished with a lactic workout on the bike. Honestly, it was more conditioning, not lactic, but I still got lactic. Bike never fails to fuck me up. Like, my heart rate got to in the 180s, and my heart rate never gets that high. I know that my max heart rate should be close to 200, because theoretically your max heart rate is 220 minus your age. So if you're 20, it would be 200 beats per minute. My heart rate has never, like, on my watches, ever got that high. Even when I was like, I remember when I was like 19, I did a hard 5k, around like 18-minute 5k, and my heart rate max was maybe 188. That's like the highest ever got to on my watch. My heart rate is very low resting heart rate, and I know it's, you know, fitness related, but it's also like a bit genetic. Like, some people naturally will be able to get their heart rate higher than others. I have a client who's got his heart rate over 200 and he's in his 40s. So like, yes, it's a rough guide saying 220 minus your age, but it's not a law. It's not like a biological rule. In saying that, my heart rate was like getting close to its maximum. My watch did say it was in its max threshold, and I felt it. When I got off the bike and I was like dead, I just had 12 sets of 1 minute hard, 1 minute easy. I got off and I was like, I'm just gonna walk off the lactic, and I literally took a few steps and like my leg gave way and I just like lay on the gym floor for a sec. Got back up and nobody noticed, and I was like, am I glad that no one noticed, or is that even more awkward because then I get up and walk off without, like, if someone noticed I would have just laughed with them, but no one noticed. I was just like, I guess I would just walk away like nothing happened. I'm now going to do like a quick nighttime routine. I have a few emails I need to send, a little bit of uni work to do, and then I really want to try and get an early night before my early start tomorrow. I just got ready in exactly 10 minutes, so I'm heading off to work now. It's my big work day. I will get to work at about 4:35. I'm going to be doing classes and clients back to back till around a bit after 10:30. And then I'm back in the arvo for some classes, and I have a gap in the day, which I hate to put any work in. I want to sleep. Let's go. I have to go.
So on Tuesdays I have my big work day, so I have work for about 6 hours in the morning. Loved some nice little quotes on the workout timer thingy. When I went home I had another Chef Good meal for lunch, and I added some avo and lettuce. This is the chipotle chicken. And then I studied for hours and hours. I just did heaps of biochemistry. And yeah, I did hang out my washing before heading off to my arvo shift because the sun was out. But if you look at those clouds, that is a storm rolling in. And during the first class I had, it started to really rain down. It came in and I was like, wow, cool, great, awesome. I just hung my washing out. So then I had classes again till about 7, and that was Tuesday. And then it was Wednesday. So Wednesday I had online uni, and I just studied all morning as usual. And then I had a brekkie break before more study, and I had some avo and toast and eggs, and it was delish, or egg I should say, which yeah, I was going through a bit of a fried egg phase, which I make on the toasty maker. So that was tasty. Love that for me. The sun did come out, so I left my washing out to get dry. And yeah, just another big study day. And then I also had to go to the city for my fitting for the ASICS shoot that I had. So I smashed out a little bit of study, and then I got the train to the city. So I walked to the station. I also grabbed myself some sushi on the way to the station to have for lunch on the train. I also put my little banana in my pocket of my jean bag because I thought that was so cute.
Could I please get a teriyaki salmon roll and the veggie tempura roll? Could this lighting be worse? I don't think so. I'm heading to the city because I have the fitting for the ASICS shoot that I got cast. The actual shoot dates are next week, but today's just a fitting. I brought my uni study to do it on the train because it's like roughly an hour. I also went and bought myself some sushi as a little treat to have lunch, mostly because I am out of the house through lunchtime, so I was like, perfect excuse to get myself some sushi for lunch because, yeah. So I just had to try on the outfit and then do a little bit of running shots, like just videos. And then they told me a little bit about what is going to happen next week. Yeah, so there's 2 shoot days next week, and they're going to be like big days, and I'm going to be running for most of it because it's just getting lots of running content for ASICS, lots of stills and social media footage content. So we're shooting all of next Wednesday and Thursday, so I'm going to have to tell my coach tonight that I can't train Wednesday arvo because I probably could make it to training just in time, but then I can't run for 8 hours and then train after that and then run for 8 hours the next day because my football break. I'm so excited to be like one of the hero roles and shoot for like a big brand. Yeah, it's so hot today. It's so lovely. So I'm gonna head home on the train, do some more uni work on the train, and then head to training. Okay, this is me on the phone to Apple and then having a breakdown on the train because my computer like died and it wasn't working on the train there. So I was like, okay, I'll wait for a few hours and try it again on the way home. And then it randomly came alive after like dying. And I was freaking out because it literally has all of my uni stuff on it for exams which were incoming. Oh my god. My computer with all of my uni work for this whole semester, and it's like the end of semester, we have exams soon, just would not turn on. It just wouldn't turn on for like an hour, more than an hour, the whole train ride there and on the way back. So on the way back I called Apple and the lady was like, what's the serial number? I told her the serial number and she was like, your Mac is vintage, so it might be dead. And I was just like, well, there's critical documents on it because I literally can't. Oh, I'm on hold. I don't think I could get an entire semester's worth of content and notes for my exams in the next few weeks before exams because it's literally taken me an entire 13-12 weeks. It randomly fucking switched on after like I called my dad crying. It randomly switched on. So I saved everything onto a USB, but now I don't trust it, and I have like a quiz worth marks for biochemistry, so it's important because every fucking mark counts. Oh my god, that was so stressful. Hi, I was just calling because... Okay, so if this life update doesn't explain how scrambled my brain can be, I don't know what will. By the way, just so you know, I still feel like throwing up from the stress that I just went through. But anyway, on Monday, basically, me and Takara from the gym were like, let's go traveling next year. And then the next day I was kind of like, might apply to do a master's next year and just start it next year. What the fuck? Basically, I really want to travel, but I also am not sure about exactly my travel plans, and I feel like it's just a bit rushed because it's coming up real soon, and I just don't want to like feel like I wasted a year. Not that it's wasted, because like, you know, life it's not wasted, but I feel like if I'm like, oh, I could have used that year to do my master's and then traveled after, when I was like really sure what I wanted to do with traveling. So I kind of was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna apply. If I get in, I'm gonna start next year, which I'm not ready to do more study, but I also am kind of keen for the adventure of it. I'm sorry, I'm really stressed. Okay, bye.
It was so chaotic and honestly such a mood. I had a 400 hurdle session at training that Arvo, and honestly, fave sessions ever. Love my training partners. Danny's such a great kid. The sky was beautiful, and it was just an all-round great time because I love training and I love my life, and I'm very lucky. So yeah, I also had to, oh yeah, I finished bringing in my washing when I got home, and then I had dinner, and it was a late one and a big day. And then it was Thursday, and I had my gym session in the morning, and I wore my cool one-sided rainbow, not rainbow, why did I say rainbow? I meant to say bright pink, but okay then. Bench pressing 43.5 kilos today because I'm a weapon like that. And then I just did all my usual gym stuff, which I didn't film most of it. Also peep Nico Hines, any shy peeps might fangirl or fan guy over him. And yeah, that was Thursday morning. Then usual uni stuff before work in the day. After that, I also have been meaning to update you guys through this voiceover. I know I've had quite a few Chef Good meals throughout this vlog, which I also had for lunch. I also submitted some master's applications as well, and then did some chemistry lectures and some biochemistry study. But anyway, yeah, so Chef Good. I actually don't get Chef Good anymore. So the last 3 weeks, I think, roughly, I stopped getting Chef Good because my contract ended with them. So I was really lucky to have a contract with them for as long as I did. But yeah, so I've kind of been enjoying making my own stuff. I just got to work for the Arvo. I'm feeling really tired. When I say making my own stuff, I mean being lazy and having like brown rice, frozen veggies, and a source of protein. But anyway, work that Arvo was pretty chill, and then I ducked past Miranda on the way home to buy a little like black skirt because it was Halloween on the weekend and our group costume required us to have like a mini black skirt. So I tried on these two options at Ali, and that was the first one. The second one was a no, so I ended up going with the first one, and that was Thursday. So Friday is my only campus uni day. So it's my big uni day where I spend most of the day on campus. But this was one of my last ever days on campus. So I only had my chem lab and then a quiz for biochem. I didn't have my late biochem lab. So yeah, I had my overnight oats on the train, which I was so smart. And I put in the peanut butter jar because there was like a little bit of peanut butter left. That is the thick texture that I like, by the way. Yeah, there was a little bit of peanut butter left, so I was like, I'm going to make my overnight protein oats in the peanut butter jar and then take it, and it was slaying. And yeah, it was great. So I just make that with some hot water, like I boil water, and then mix protein and oats in the jar overnight, and then it soaks up and it's thick and tasty, and we love that. So, and then I don't have to carry it around all day because I can chuck it out. And yes, I know I can reuse them, but I literally have that many that I was like, I'm not going to carry it around all day for that. Then I got to campus and walked to class, but I actually went past the uni store to buy myself one of the snow globes because I told myself since I started uni that at the end of my degree I'll buy myself one. So I was tossing up between my faculty's globe, because I have a different globe for each faculty, or just the like OG one. And my faculty had purple because it's meant to be like the jacaranda flowers, and red, so it was kind of cute because other faculties just have like one random color, like chemistry was yellow, like what? And I went with the OG and I have no regrets and I love it. And then I took that little cute video in front of the
like castle because it looked cool. Then I had my chemistry lab and I got my tape to tape down the mask, because if you know, they really fog up when you have goggles on and you get yelled at if you take your goggles off. And then we had to crystallize some compound that I literally have no memory of what it was, and measure the solubility of it and the melting point and the boiling point and blah blah blah. So that was it, 3 hours in the lab for chem, and then usually I have my biochem lab for 3 hours. No, jokes, that one's 4 hours. But I had a quiz for biochem, so all my study notes I had with me, and then I had my lunch that I packed. So this is the kind of stuff that I would pack for lunch, like brown rice, frozen veg, and like I fried up 2 eggs and added some herbs on top. Herbs? Is it herbs? I don't know, some spice mix. Scalded me water, and yeah, I did my quiz, and I surprisingly got 93% in that quiz, which is like, biochem is biochem. Let's just not talk about it. It's bloody hard. So I was really proud of myself, and I'm hoping that it helps me because I ran out of time majorly in my final exam, and I just don't want to think about that. So yeah, the texture of the eggs was slaying, by the way, so just showing you guys how I vibed them. Then I headed home. Instead of staying late and studying like I usually do, I headed home because we had an early session at training. I also did my lab report on the train, not all of it, as much as I could. Yeah, we had an early session at training. We got our training moved a little bit earlier, which was really nice because then I was able to have dinner quite early and it was still light, which is really nice. And I had a chef good because this is before my subscription had ended, so vibes. Yeah, I had a really chill evening for Friday. It was actually kind of lovely. I had my little setup on my bed, watched some episode of whatever I was watching at the time, and had my dinner, and then it was Saturday. So Saturday I had work, so I got to the Oval where I was running the run clubbers at about 6:30 in the morning, and then I also ran our stretch class, and it was only a few hours in the morning at work, and then I went home and I actually tried savory oats. Yeah, is all I'm gonna say. So I mixed in some salt and some of this like vegan parmesan hemp stuff, added some avo, fried up an egg, texture that, as I said earlier, I was just going through a fried eggs phase actually. And so the verdict is like, look, it's a no. It's a no. Oats are oats, they're always great, but like, no, oats are meant to be sweet and not savory. And the avo, like the avo, because on the hot eggs, no, the hot oats with the avo was not a vibe. I did a little grocery shop, and I say little, and it was like $50, and that was really sad to me. Just to grab a couple of essentials that I needed between studying, and then I headed home to have my pre-race lunch, which I usually have peanut butter and honey on toast. I also had some aminos and a banana, but I swapped up one of my toasts for a crumpet because I was just vibing a change, and I also put a little bit of the Maver's cacao spread on one bit of the bread, just because I vibed some of it, and it was also beautiful weather, good conditions. So I had a little chill time while I had that, and I was so nervous to race because I have been preparing for 400-meter hurdles, and I hadn't run a 4 flat in so long, and I just didn't feel confident in my speed, and I was put in the A race, and I was just like, wanted to cry and pull out, but I just copped it and I did it, and I'm really glad I did because I ran an okay time considering how bad the conditions were. So that's me in lane 8. I had to slow it down because this is literally the only footage I got, so I didn't want to provide you nothing, so Danny took that for me and he stood at the 200, so I took that. I was so happy to run a sub 60 into a huge ass headwind, and then yeah, I was just really glad and relieved to have my first 400 in so long over, and it's just so good to be back racing. And since this vlog, I have raced quite a few times and I've been feeling really good. I do have a little bit of a niggle right now, which I raced on yesterday, and I'm kind of stressing about that. But anywho, I'll have to do a live update on that soon. So Saturday Arvo evening, I rushed home, had the quickest shower, and then got ready in about 15 minutes for this Halloween party we had. So I did some makeup. All I did was put on a little bit of concealer and blush, eyeliner, mascara, and then some lip liner as lipstick. And then this is the outfit, also with a halo and wings, is what I was saying. This is the skirt I got at late night shopping the other night, and then a bodysuit that I already had, and I wore at my 21st, which I did a vlog on. And yeah, so I got pretty much ready, and then I did the rest of the fit at Ella's. So there's the halo and the wings, and we also had some gloves. So me, Ella, and her friend Sophie, who was lovely, all went together as really conservative, covered up nuns. So we had a really good time just getting ready. Me and Soph were ready quite fast, and then so we just like went out and took photos for ages because Ella was doing her full glam makeup. And honestly, I get ready so fast. Like, I need to take a little bit more time, but I genuinely did my makeup in 10 minutes and got ready in like 3 seconds. So we just, honestly, it's really good though because then we have heaps of time to take photos. So we went and took photos, and guys, I had lipstick all over my teeth, which was like in a lot of the photos. See, ew, but like whatever. You can't really tell zoomed out. It kind of looks like I have a gap in my tooth instead. But anyway, so we went to the Halloween event. There's Ella. She got ready. And honestly, I was there till 9:30. All the girls were there.
Everyone at the event was dressed so good. Like, there were some amazing costumes. We had a good time. We had some shots and just like lived our lives. And yeah, just like enjoyed it. That shot tasted like cordial. It was so weak. And then I got an Uber home at literally 9:30. I was so tired and cooked. And then I remember that I literally hadn't had dinner, so I made myself like muesli and yogurt because yeah, I raced and I had a huge day, and we had training the next morning, so I just wanted to go home and get to sleep and not be dead. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this weekly vlog. If you did, please give a like and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot and helps support me. And I'll see you on the next video. The video after this is actually a day in the life vlog of the Sunday after that Saturday. So if you want to see tomorrow, stay tuned. Bye!